Everybody says, well, we're going to teach them a knife fight. I'm not going to knife fight, I got a gun, I'm going to shoot your ass. Okay? And secondly, I'm not going to knife fight and you're going mano a mano with a knife. That's probably never going to happen. It happens in the movies, but it don't really happen on the street, unless it's a gang war. And maybe back in the 50s, you'd see it in gang wars because everybody had zip guns and swivel chains, and they had shanks made up they used on the street. That was the 50 gangs. People don't realize there were a lot of gangs in the 50s. The Chucos, basically, the Hispanic gangs. And they had zip guns they were making in metal shops, and knives they were making, swivel chains. Can openers were cut and used for that. Everybody had his arm all cut out. This is junior high school. So when you think about the gang wars today, we actually had them back in the 50s. You just didn't hear about it because you didn't have the media that we have now. But they were there. Rules have changed, so they had rules. So one of the things I do is we want a knife defense, basically. It's just a defense. And the other side is, a lot of the guys we have are corrections officers working in the prisons and they're getting shamed. This you don't see. You just don't see this on the street. It just doesn't happen. Normally if it's going to happen, it's going to be one of these attacks where the guy's coming in and he's coming in this way, he's coming in here. This is what you're going to see. And that's it. So what we started looking at, I was playing with my guys, I'm getting cut up, so I'm doing all my old stuff, I'm thinking, no, this just ain't working. This isn't working, now this stuff is working. So what I want you to think about is we want to focus on the delivery system. I really don't care about the knife, it's the delivery system. And most often it's going to be this sewing machine thing. If they're shanking you, if you're coming into prison, they're going to shank you. He's coming in here, he's probably doing this. So what we're going to focus on is we're going to make a glove. So just take your hands and do this one. I call it a baseball glove. Web of the hand over web of the hand. Just like
I wear my patch though when I'm doing.
So the web is open this way.
Oh, yes. No, sorry. Yeah, everyone.
There you go. So you have this V in here, just right there. This is what I'm looking at, is this portion right here. This is the whole system. This is the whole system. This is what it's about. If you start grabbing and trying to secure this knife and doing this, he can manipulate that knife and still cut me. When we're doing this, you'll find out that he can. So the idea with this is it's simple and it works and it's fast. And it works for club defense as well as not. So when he's coming at me with this, I attack the highest, anywhere I can up here, because I'm going to slide down. Now if he's doing this sewing machine thing, I just keep pushing back. You see, as I push back, it takes out the sewing machine. As soon as I get to here, he can't come forward. I'm going to slide down, rotate my body, and the arm's broke. Second break is right here. There's no movement from here. So I stop the knife from here, slide down, break, disarm, cut. I'm not so worried about the disarming because usually when I hit that arm, it's going to snap. Now, I want you to be very, very careful with this because when you turn the first time, I've popped arms doing this. You notice that when I'm looking at him, where are my eyes? Everything's up here, nothing down here. The only thing I have to do is when I do this is my hips go back because this is extended. Right. Now if I'm in the West Indies, they have machetes and shit. Sure. It's kind of bad shit, but we change up for that. So I want you to hit high, that stops it. If he's doing a machine gun, just keep walking into him. As soon as I'm to where he can't go anymore, I'm going to slide my hands down. Turn this way. So I'm blocking here. As soon as it's coming, I'm sliding my hands down to his waist and look at my hands, and I turn my upper body, that's all. No magic tricks, just pull the arm, turn your body, it will break. Look at my hands. Roll up and break. I never want to close this because the minute I do, he can flex and cut me. With these open, he can't flex and cut me. There's no way. It's almost impossible. So what we're finding is, when you grab it, I can still do this, and I scream and collie people train that way. So the first thing we're going to do is the first portion is simply the sewing machine. He puts his hand up. I don't care about this. It's here. Move in, slide down, step and break, or just turn and break. Roll the elbow up, do your second break. That's it. So this wants to stay. Notice that when I do this, my fingers make a locking motion. You don't even have to think about it. It does it the natural motion, natural motion of the body. So to be a little slow, he's coming in. Stop hard. That's going to hurt his arm when you do it, guaranteed. Push back till he can't go anymore. Step forward, break, break. Just that much, okay? We have knives in the box. Grab a knife. Now, before we start, get your knives and then get back together real quick.